Long, long ago in the Backlands, tenements were jammed so closely together that the rain never reached the street. The sound of the shipyards mixed in the air with the black soot and coal-fire smoke from the chimney pots. And in the dark cave of our gable end, stories were still told around the fire, and as children we listened to tales as dark as the cloud. Our world was a world filled with flickering shadows from the gas lamp's greenish glow. But our close, it was always pitch black along the dark narrow passage from the stairs. Here in the darkness, a bogo lived. Watching and waiting for wains who were out too long after dark. There was a wee old woman who lived at the bottom of those stairs. She knew all, saw all, and heard all. And with her gift of the second sight, she could give you a slap before you did what she knew you were going to do. We aye watched her from a safe distance. Aye, just in case she set her dug on us. That wee old woman and a yappy wee dog stood guard over her close night and day with a toothless smile and her evil eye. And when you ran past she'd say, "I'm watching you." As a young child I crept down the steep winding stairs of the stair tower, watching for shadows at every turn. This ancient tower was my castle, and I was its prisoner, confined to the courtyard and no further. Here we fought and played in the rubble battlements against real and imaginary foes, and sometimes friends would just disappear, and nobody would mention them ever again. Sometimes down the back alley, you could still hear them. You really could. You know, that story about, oh, Mr. Campbell, he lived up there. Died months ago, but the neighbours downstairs say they can still hear him walking. He's clump, clump, clump across the cold linoleum floor. In those days everyone was your auntie or your uncle, and you were always watched. Eyes bunged into the back of your head or followed you around the room. "Don't leave my sight," my mother would say. "The bad man will get you and take you away." So here I'd play in the shadows of the stair tower, where wains with crooked backs, loose teeth and splayed feet climbed high crumbling walls and pointy rusty railings, oblivious to the fall. With skint knees we'd reach the top, shouting, "I'm the king of the castle, and you're the dirty rascal." Our clothes was a living, dying thing. A tired old man, all weathered and worn. In the sun we could hear its walls buckle and crack, and in winter it groaned as the wind threatened to rip the roofs from its eaves. Broken slates in the chimney pots, masonry all peeled away, and over time our clothes was only held together with bits of plank and nails, with tarpaulin rope and sails salvaged from the shipyard. Inside our clothes she climbed up worn concave stairs. The smell of damp plaster and coal fire oozed out the whitewashed walls. Quietly I'd creep past each landing, listening to the muffled voices behind each door. Around me the north wind sang up and down the staircase. He was always there, rattling the windows and broken window panes. From my high tower I watched the world below, and all the other crumbling watchtowers as far as the eye could see. As a child, sometimes it was easy to forget exactly where you were and walk right past your own front door, and before you know it, you're suddenly at the top of the stairs, up in the attic. Now there was always a ghost up there, trapped in the loft, and if he backed off, oh so quietly, he might not hear you. I still have dreams about those back courts and towers, the people and their stories, and every time I walk past a house with the smell of a coal fire, I'm back in the Backlands. The old town's gone now, but if you walk down those same streets where the buildings once stood, well, if you listen carefully, their ghosts are still there, watching.